Hi guys!
Hi guys.
They can't hear you.
Hi guys.
So we decided, since we just started the YouTube page, we're going to read you a second book tonight that's called
The dinosaur pooped the planet.
The Dinosaur That Pooped a Planet. Danny and Dinosaur like to have lots of fun. Some days they had lots, some days they had none. One day they were bored. They had no games to play. Danny said, "Dinosaur, what shall we do today? We could mow the lawn. We could clean up the place. We could do our chores, or we could go to space." "But you mustn't forget to have lunch," Mommy said. "You cannot have fun unless you've been fed." So they packed a packed lunch for the Science Museum, where the rockets were kept if you wanted to see them. There were hundreds of rockets and spaceship surprises, tall ones and small ones of all shapes and sizes, and one that was ready to launch with a door big enough for a boy and his pet dinosaur. They ignored all the warnings. They couldn't care less. They pressed all the things they shouldn't have pressed. T-minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition! They started their intergalactic space mission. They flew higher than houses and buildings and cranes, much higher than birds, even higher than planes.
Yes.
It's getting to the good part, isn't it? "We're in space," Danny yelled as they floated around, but the dinosaur's tummy made a rumbling sound. Danny looked at his watch. Is it time for a snack? Then he looked all around for the dino's lunch pack. Danny started to panic, then started to worry. Their lunch was back home because they'd left in a hurry. Uh-oh. Dinosaur's hungry, TJ.
Yeah.
Are you yawning?
Yes.
Are you tired?
No.
So with no food, not even a cheeseburger bun, a disastrous dinosaur feast had begun. It gobbled up gadgets and gizmos galore. Nothing was safe from the space dinosaur. Robots and ray guns and blinking red blinkers, eating things thought up by NASA's great thinkers. Oh man. This isn't going to be good. It chewed and it chomped on the spaceship controls. The rocket was dotted with dino tooth holes. The spaceship was empty. Inside it was bare. Outside there was space stuff to eat everywhere. It broke down the door with a cool ninja chop. Out in space, dinosaurs are much harder to stop. Oh no, his belly's getting bigger. It chomped on the moon like a big chunk of cheese, then shoved even more in its mouth with a squeeze. It munched on the Martians from Mars and their cats. Their cats are like ours, but their cats wear cool hats. Satellites, Saturn, and 6 supernovas, shape-shifting saucers, and 7 space rovers. Look how big his belly's getting.
How did this see my part for it?
It guzzled 5 gallons of fuel from the tank, and Danny's jaw dropped as he watched what it drank. With a crunch and a crack and a nom 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 nom, in one dino gulp, the rocket was gone. Now nothing was left. All Danny could see was a fat dinosaur where the rocket should be. And so they were stranded with no way back home. Just Danny and Dino in space all alone. Oh my goodness. Look how big he is. Now Danny was crying. He cried and he cried. He cried and his tears filled his spacesuit inside. Unless they were going to stay there forever, the dinosaur needed to do something clever.
Yeah, but the dinosaur is good than all.
I know. With a feeling of guilt down deep in his gut, its brain brewed a plan involving its butt. It knew there was only one thing it could do to get them back home. It needed to
Poo.
It needed to poo.
I needed to poo.
Like a poop-powered rocket, the dinosaur flew. So Dan held on tight. It's all he could do. It pooped out the robots and ray guns and blinkers. The things NASA's thinkers thought up now were stinkers. It pooped out the moon. It pooped out the stars. It pooped the space rovers and Martians from Mars. When Danny looked back, he could see a poop trail far from out in space to the dinosaur's tail. They headed for Earth and they started to orbit. It pooped on the clouds, but the clouds just absorbed it. Whoa, this is intense. They flew past the buildings and streets of their town, leaving the houses all smelly and brown, and finally landed down on the ground. Hooray, Danny cried, we're home safe and sound. Then Dino looked up to the moon way up high, where a new poopy planet had formed in the sky. And so Danny agreed with what Mommy said, that fun is not fun unless you've been fed. And just when you thought all the pooping was done, a Mars cat plopped out of the dinosaur's bum. Ew. The end. Thanks for reading with us, guys. Hope you liked the poop book. Say good night.
Good night. What in